Welcome again. This is Mr. Abdullahi. We are learning mathematics today, and it's just a backup of what we have been doing in our previous lessons. Remember, we have been doing length, perimeter, and area, and we did some questions, and just a continuation of that. In page 91 of your textbook, there's a question there. Question 4 says Ogello had a rectangular plot. Meter by 100 meter by 100 meter. He fenced it using poles. He fenced it using poles. He fenced it using poles and piped wire. Piped wire. Questionnaire. If he fixed a ball at each corner of the plot, then fixed it to the other balls, then 5 meter apart. 5 meter apart. How many balls did he use altogether? How many balls did he use altogether? That was questionnaire. Question B. If the piped wire was fixed, the wire was fixed around the fence, around the fence 4 times. Around the fence 4 times. What length of wire was used? What length of wire was used? Now, let us solve now this question. You are told Ogello had a rectangular plot measuring. This is the rectangle. He had a rectangular plot measuring. This is the rectangle. 500 meter by 100 meter. 500 meters by 100 meters by 100 meters. He fenced it using balls and piped wire. Questionnaire. If he fixed a ball at each corner of the plot, then fixed the balls 5 meter apart. 5 meter apart. How many balls did he use altogether? Remember, they are asking the number of balls. And I remember I said this one is not an open, because we have learned when it's an open, like a road or a path, we said the formula number of balls or number of trees or number of flowers is equal to distance of an interval, then plus 1. But this one is not an open, it's a closed. How do we know whether it's a closed or an open? Whenever they mentioned a figure, because here they say a rectangular is a figure, a circular is a circle, a semicircular is a figure, a triangular. Whenever they mention a figure and that figure has no gate, then automatically that question is a closed, and the formula is distance of an interval. There is no plus 1. Whenever they say rectangular, circular, whenever they mention any figure and they have not mentioned a gate and that figure has no gate, then automatically that one is closed. There is no plus 1. So we say now number of balls equals to distance over interval. distance over interval. There's no plus 1, it's closed. Now, distance, where is the distance now? Distance we get. Distance means the perimeter. Distance means you get the perimeter of the figure. Always you get the perimeter of the figure to get the distance. So let us get the perimeter of this figure. Let us get the perimeter of this figure. So perimeter is equals to 2 into bracket length plus width. 2 into bracket length plus width, which is equals to now 2 into bracket length, which is 500 meters plus 100 meters. Then we add. Good math. So 500 plus 100 is 600. So 2 into bracket 600. We have added what was inside. What is inside the bracket? So multiply now. 600 times 2, you get 1200 meters. This is the perimeter now. Now we want to get the number of balls now. Number of balls is equals to number of trees is equals to, they are saying flowers, seedlings, busts, distance, which is the perimeter, 1200 meters, alpha, the interval. Where is the interval now? Interval, remember yesterday I said, is whenever they say about. Whenever you hear about, interval, distance in between. So whenever they say here, 5 meter apart. So apart means distance in between or the interval. Now you divide by 5 meters. There's no plus 1, it's closed. So meters, they go together. By 5, 1. By 5, 2. Because of 10, remember 2, 20. By 5, 4. So whenever you multiply 24 times 5, you get 20 carry 2, 10, 11, 12, 120, then 0. So here you get 240 balls. That's how we get that question, question A. Let us go to now question B. Question B, if the piped wire was fixed around the fence 4 times, then they said what length of wire was used. So what you do now, you multiply the perimeter, and it means the person has fenced a piped wire 4 times, once, then another time, so 4 times now. So whenever you hear he fenced the plot 4 times or 3 times, you always multiply, 5 times, you always multiply. So now we say the distance, which was 1200, or the perimeter, multiplied by now 4 times, times 4 times 0, 0, 8, 4, 4800. So they said what was the length of the wire used, 800 meters. That is how we get the answer of that question. I said the question, they've mentioned a figure. Whenever they mention a figure and the figure has no gate, then we say that one is automatically closed. But whenever now, for example, they have mentioned a figure, they've drawn a semicircle, then they say it has a gate now. When they say it has a gate, then it is a gate. Whenever they say it's a gate, automatically it open, and the formula is distance alpha interval plus 1. Like here now, they have not mentioned a gate. So the formula is now distance. Distance means you always get the perimeter of the figure. 2 into bracket length plus width. You get the distance. Then 2 into bracket 500 plus 100, 600 times 2, 1200. This is the distance, now the perimeter. Alpha, the interval about 5 meter. You get 240. You get 240 balls. Question B now. Piped wire was used to fence 4 times around the figure. You multiply it by times 4. You get 4800. So we go to another question. Now there is that figure I've sketched. It's just a sketch, but it is there in your textbook, page 91, question 3 of the textbook, page 91, question 3 of the textbook. Now, then you are told a ribbon was used to tie a box as shown below. The ribbon cuts the faces. This one in color blue is called the ribbon. The ribbon cuts the faces of the box at a right angle. If the knot of the top, this is the knot. This is the knot. If the knot of the top of the box took 20 meters, took 20 centimeters. Sorry, took 20 centimeter of the string. What was the length of the ribbon? They're asking the length of this ribbon. So this one is just a bit practical, whereby there is this ribbon that goes as the faces of the box, whereby it has formed an image of a right angle. Now they want the ribbon. Now, for now, someone can tell you that now this ribbon has passed from this side, has passed to the other side. That one I don't verify mostly. In short form now, we use a formula, a short formula I've created. So we say to get the length of the ribbon, what was the length of the ribbon? So length of the ribbon, to get the length of the ribbon, is equal to length times 2 is equals to length, the length times 2, the width times 2, and then the height times 4. That's how we solve that question. So the length times 2, the width times 2, and then the height times 4. So the height times 4, the 4 length. So we do that. So let us use the formula and see. So the length now, which is equals to now 40 times 2, this is the length, 40 centimeter times 2, which is equals to 80 centimeter. Then the width, which is 56 now, 56 centimeter times 2, you get 112 centimeter. Then the height now, our formula says the height, which is 35 times 35 centimeter times 4, which is equals to 35 times 4, 20 carry 2, 12, 13, 14, 140. You get 140 centimeter. Then we add now. So length times 2, width times 2, height times 4. Height times 4, that is the short formula I created. So we add now. So let us add now 80 plus 112 plus 140. Let us add now 80 plus 112 plus 140. Let us add 2. Here is 12, 13, 3 carry 1. 332. So we get here 332 centimeter. Remember, that is not the answer. Here you are told if the knot, this now, it looks like a junction. This knot now that we wrapped here, this knot of the box took 20 centimeter of the string. So we always add. We add the knot. We add the knots, the length of the knots. So we say 332 plus 20, which is equals to 253. So we get 352 centimeter. That is how we get. So whenever you are asked the length of the ribbon, you say the length of the ribbon, you say is equals to length times 2, width times 2, height times 4. Please cram that formula in short way. So 40 times 2 is 80, 56 times 2 is 112, 35 times 4, the height is 140. When you add, you get 332 plus, please, learners, do forget this one. Please do not forget the length of the knots. So you add plus 20, that is the length of the knot. So you get 352. That's how we get. Then we move to another question. Question 2, exercise 62. Exercise 62, question 1. You are told what is the circumference of the figure below. What is the circumference of the figure below? What is the circumference? What is the circumference of the figure below? This is the figure. This is the figure. This is the figure. Then they say here 2.1 centimeter. Remember, we want to get the circumference of this figure. This one is a circle. This one is a circle. This line is called radius. But when the line is full, for example, this line is like that, it is full. When it is full, like this one, when the line is full, is called diameter. It's called diameter, and this one is called radius. So radius plus radius will always give you diameter. So this is now 21 centimeter. So diameter will become 42 now when the line is full. So they want us to get the circumference. So circumference of a circle is equals to by d. By d, by it can either be 22/7 or 3.14 depending on the question. So now let us use now 22/7 because 21 is divisible by, in our case they told us take 22/7, so you follow the instruction. So let us now get the circumference by, which is equals to 22/7 times diameter. The formula is saying diameter. Diameter means when the line is full. So from here to here is 21. From here to here is also 21. So the diameter will become full. So 21 plus 21, we get 42. So diameter is equals to 21 centimeter plus 21 centimeter is equals to 42 centimeter. That's the diameter. So times 42 centimeter. By 7, remember here all for 1. By 7, 6 centimeter. We multiply now. We say 22 times 6, so 12 2 carry 1, 12 plus 1 13, 132 centimeter. We don't say square, square is for area. So that's how we get the circumference of a circle. So by d, by 22/7, they told us to 22/7 times diameter when the line is full is 21, 21, 42. By 7 by 7 6, then you get 22 times 6 42. And if you are clever enough, you can say circumference is equals to, when given radius, you can say circumference is equals to 2 by r. It's the same. So you use the one you verify. So now there's another one. Another one below this one. So you are told also this one, they also want the circumference now. They said 1.4 centimeter. So they say find the circumference now. We want to get the circumference of this figure now. We want to get the circumference of this figure now. How do we get the circumference of this figure? The formula circumference equals to by d. Now diameter, the line is full now. I said when the line is full is called diameter. Diameter is 1.4. We are told diagram below represent a plane field. The diagram below represent a plane field. The diagram below represent a playing ground. The diagram below represents a playing ground. What is the perimeter of the playing ground? What is the perimeter? Of the playing ground? What is the perimeter of the playing ground? Then they have drawn this figure. So you are told now perimeter. Remember, this one is a semicircles. The two ends are the semicircles. This one is a semicircle and this one is a semicircle. Semicircle is when you cut the circle into two. This one is called semicircle. This one is called semicircle. Semi means half. Automatically semi means half. So now you are told find the perimeter of this playing ground, and then you are told take by. You are told take by 22/7. We follow the instructions. If they say 3.14, we will go. So we use that one. They have instructed us to do. So page 92, number 2 is what we are doing now. So how do we get the perimeter of this figure? Is the distance all the way around the figure. So we get the same perimeter of this semicircle. Remember the two ends are semicircle. We get the perimeter of this semicircle. I said in half is semi. Semi means half. So you get one semicircle, you say times 2, they are 2. So let us get it now. So we work out the semicircle. Work out the semicircle. So it is like this one. I've removed this one. It is like this. So you have given here 70 meters. You are given here 70 meters. So formula perimeter is equals to, now perimeter of semicircle is equals to a half by d when it's attached with another figure. But when it's alone like this, we want to get the perimeter, we get the circumference, then you add plus diameter. But for now, we have removed this one, so you get a half by d, because it's already half semi. So we say a half times 22 over 7 times diameter 70. I'm working out this one, times 70 meters. By 2, 1, by 2, 11, by 7, 1, by 7, 10. So you get 11 times 10, you get 110 meters. You get 110 meters. After getting 110 meters, so this one is 110. If this one is 110 times 2, this one is also 110, obvious. They are same. So because here it's 70, here is also 70. So 110, here is 110. So we say times 2 now. So 0, 2, 2, so 220 meters. We have not finished now. There's also a rectangle here. So if here is 100, here is also 100. Have 100, have 100. So here is 100. 100 meters, perimeter. So we add. So we say 100 meters plus 100 meters, which is equals to 200 meters. So this is the rectangle, and this is the semicircle. We add now the two. So let's add the two. 220 meters, that is from the two ends of the semicircle, plus 200 meters, that's of the rectangle. When we add, you get 420 meters. That's how we get 420 meters. Remember, they are asking the perimeter. What I said, these two ends are the semicircle like this one. That's why I have removed. So you get the perimeter of this semicircle. Semi means mathematically half. So semicircle, the formula perimeter of a semicircle is equals to a half by d. It's already half. Remember, this one is a circle by d. This one is a semi half by d. So a half times 22 over 7 times 70. Then you get 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 11. By 7, 1 by 7, 10. 11 times 10, 110. So when you get 110 now, that's the perimeter of one semicircle now. There are 2 now times 2. I said times 2, you get 220. Now what is remaining is the rectangle. Here is 100, here is 100. Have 100, have 100. So you add 100 plus 100, you get 200 meters. Then add now 220 meters of the semicircle plus that of the rectangle, 200 meters, you get 420 meters. So for today, I will stop it there. So there are some questions which are there on your textbook. Go through. Then there will be some questions now below the video. So thank you very much.